Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. These past few months, it felt like the seasons changed very fast. We arrived at our new home when the weather was still hot, the trees green and lushy, and all of a sudden we are deep into fall. The leaves haven't only changed colors, but they are now already falling out and saying goodbye to fall while welcoming the crispier, colder days. Within these past few months, we've been getting to know nature around us, witnessing the changes in seasons out in nature, but also within ourselves. I have been tuning into how I am changing along with the changing seasons. I find both of these happenings as invitations to remember that everything is always changing, and the best way for me to grasp it and enjoy it is by being as present as possible before it all changes again. Curiosity has been a very big topic for me lately, and since moving, I've been very curious about exploring nature around us, as well as getting to know how I am currently changing, shifting, asking myself what is next for my art, and also starting to befriend my new microscope. So for the past few weeks, my strolls in nature have been all about getting to know the microscopic world that surrounds me. And in this video, I want to share with you a little bit of what I've been encountering. These have been my first times taking the microscope lens outside, and it was so beautiful to be able to see plants and mushrooms from a distance I haven't been able to see in such detail before while walking in nature. I love how plants and mushrooms are an invitation to see the world from a different perspective. So many times I've walked in the woods or the valley without paying much attention to the small details, and seeing all these small details becomes like a portal to all of a sudden being able to see the details everywhere. I love this practice as it shows me, and it becomes an invitation to see the beauty in the details life has everywhere. The details of my everyday life, the details of nature, and the details of it all. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I love the practice of observing nature from close up, as it reminds me of how much beauty and magic is present everywhere, every day, if we pay a little attention to what nature is doing, and how it is just being. I love being reminded about how we ourselves are also nature. And this is a big one for me, as it is helping me go deeper into remembering, into forgiving, into allowing gentleness and softness with and for myself as well. I've said this before, but I can't get over the ineffable feeling I get when I encounter a mushroom or plant I have painted or drawn before, especially when seeing it for the first time. It feels like a gathering with friends, like a reunion of sorts. I want to paint nature to tell it how much I love it. I want to learn from it in order to learn how to be of service to it more and more each day. Taking out the microscope has also been a beautiful learning experience, as I've come to realize that the best way to use this lens is static, as the smallest of movements makes the whole image come out of focus. So lots of core workout on these hikes. These few trips have shown me better ways to both use the microscope outside and bring a couple of species inside to be observed in my studio. I have so many dreams while observing species under the microscope, not only to photograph them in order to use those pictures for my paintings, but also to create more videos under the microscope. It is becoming slowly like a new art language that I am still just beginning to learn, and this feels quite exciting, to be honest. I can't truly say I know where all of this microscopic universe is taking me. I can only say it feels great to be surrendering and following my curiosity. And I do feel curiosity is contagious. It all starts with a microscope, and who knows the ripple effects all of this will have within my art and my life. I guess I'll just have to figure it out slowly. Before we continue with today's vlog, I want to take a few seconds to share with you about today's video sponsor, who is Squarespace. Squarespace is the virtual home of my online shop, my art portfolio, and my email campaigns. From scheduling my email campaigns to having award-winning portfolio designs to showcase my artwork, which I can link to my online shop, Squarespace is the do-it-all-in-one platform I use and recommend. We have teamed up so you can have a 2-week trial, and once you are ready to launch, you can use the code Caro Arevalo to get 10% of your first purchase of a website or domain with them. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. And now let's go and see more nature. In order to keep this relationship evolving, I am committing at least a little time every week to observe under the microscope. In this way, I am slowly understanding my flow with it, as well as the best practices around it. These are the things I want to do and the ones I am currently so curious about, so I want to really show up to build it up. This time around, I observed the Rusula mushroom, moss, mycelium for the first time ever, and Asteramellus flower, and a couple more species. This has me very excited and looking forward to continuing the explorations and sharing more about them with you all on my videos. I can't wait to start painting, being inspired by this beautiful species, but I am learning how to do it one day at a time. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you are doing good. Thank you once again, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Feel free to check the first link on this video's description to learn more about Squarespace. Until we meet again, I hope you have a beautiful day ahead.